Amy Furlong, Director of Enrollment, and on behalf of our faculty, students, and administration, welcome to Gilman. I had wished for nothing more than to have you on campus this evening and to express in person how excited we are about you potentially joining the Gilman community. But here we are, virtually. Tonight, you will hear from our headmaster, Mr. Smyth, head of our upper school, Mr. Heubeck, our Director of Community, Inclusion, and Equity, Mr. Foreman, as well as current Gilman students. Each will share a unique Gilman perspective. At the end of our program, you will hear from Mr. Daly, who I know you know well and has led our upper school admissions efforts this year, to wrap up our program this evening. But before I turn it over to Mr. Smyth, I hope you enjoy hearing from our upper school singing group, the Traveling Men, as they sing, "O God, Our Help in Ages Past." Again, thanks for being with us tonight, and welcome to Gilman.
O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. Before the hills in order stood, or earth received her frame. From everlasting thou art God, to endless years the same. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. Be thou our guide while life shall last, and our eternal home.
Thank you to the Traveling Men, and hello, I'm Henry Smyth, and as headmaster, I'm pleased to congratulate you and welcome all of you to the Gilman community. These last 12 months have been extraordinary, to say the least, and one of the things that COVID has affirmed for us here at Gilman is the importance of relationships, the importance of human interaction between adults and students, between students and their peers, that are so critical to the development of boys into the kind of men of character and integrity that we hope they will become, that we hope all of you will become. It's always been a part of what makes Gilman a special place. In addition to the depth and breadth of program that we're able to offer, it's these relationships that really form the crucible in which so much impactful growth and development take place. I've often said that our charge as adults in working with the students here is threefold. It's to know the boys, to love them, and to challenge them to be their best selves so that in turn they go out and make the world the best version of itself. And so as challenging as this year has been, it's also been incredibly gratifying and rewarding to see all that we have been able to accomplish, to see all the things come together so that we've been able to offer the kind of experience that will allow for that growth and development to take place. It also makes me really excited for the year to come, and I know we'll have challenges along the way, but we remain committed to providing an in-person, on-campus experience for the boys 5 days a week. And we will do everything we can to make that happen for the fall. So again, congratulations. We are thrilled at the prospect of working with you and with your whole family in the years to come. Please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us if you have questions. And in the meantime, be well. I'm now going to turn things over to Rob Heubeck, head of upper school, who will share some thoughts. Again, congratulations. We look forward to working with you. Be well.
Thanks, Henry, and welcome, families. Congratulations on your acceptance to Gilman, and look forward to seeing many of you at our welcome event tomorrow afternoon in person. We've learned a lot about ourselves over these last 10, 11 months. We've learned that Gilman cannot be Gilman unless we forge our relationships. And I think one of the things that I hope that you have understood in your journey up to this point is that Gilman is all about relationships. Relationships with teachers, relationships with fellow students, relationships with advisors, relationships across the board. It is the thing that makes Gilman Gilman. We've been able to, because of our relationships and because of our trust with each other, essentially create a normal school year. Yes, we've not been able to get all the students in at one point, and we have had times where we've had to be virtual, but we've tried really, really hard to keep the normal school year as close to normal as possible. We've had obviously hybrid classes, we've had assemblies, we've had advisories, we've had theater productions, we've had athletics. So we've made an effort very much to try to get all the boys involved and our student body involved. But none of this is possible unless there's trust. And the only way to have trust is if you have those relationships built and you continue to grow those relationships so that you can try different things, so that you can go to teachers and you can go to students and you can say, okay, we're going to try something different. And trust me that we think it's going to work. Without that relationship, I can't say that to teachers and I can't say that to the boys. We are transitioning obviously into the spring, and the hope is that we're going to bring more and more boys back to campus. We have been able to get all the seniors back on Wednesdays. Our hope is that by spring break, we'll be able to bring entire classes in so that those relationships that we've been working on and those relationships that we may have left in March, certainly in-person relationships from March, are now going to come back. And while many of our boys are here on campus, there are some boys that are still virtual. And one of our goals is to make sure that those boys that we have not seen since March come back into our community as if nothing happened, as if we had seen each other a few days prior instead of 10 months earlier. We feel really confident that we can do that. The faculty and the staff that work at Gilman are committed to this. It's the backbone of who we are at Gilman. This process, this journey that you have gotten this far on is only going to continue. And we really feel that as you get to know Gilman even more, as you move out of the application process and into the process of becoming a student, what you find is that those relationships that you may have made in your application process are only going to intensify as you get to meet more coaches and more teachers and more advisors and more students. So we are very, very pleased that you are here. We are very, very pleased that you have taken an interest in Gilman. We are excited at the potential of having you join our next class. We are ecstatic, and we can't thank you enough for your interest in Gilman and your commitment to joining our community.
Thank you. Also, thanks for the opportunity to speak with each of you. First of all, welcome to Gilman School. My name is Johnny Foreman. I'm the Director of Community, Inclusion, and Equity here at Gilman, a place that I've called home for over 30 some odd years. I've been a 7th grade science teacher, associate athletic director, varsity football, defensive line coach, and the head indoor and outdoor track coach. It's the teacher coach concept or model here at Gilman that has assisted us to know what the whole child needs and how to help them become part of what we call building relationships. It's building those relationships that as soon as a student and a family is accepted at Gilman, we begin that process of having them become part of who we are. And what we say is belonging to the institution. You become one of us. And as I jokingly say, we transfuse your blood from red and white to blue and gray. From here is the opportunity for us to get to know you, you get to know us, so that we can become part of that relationship building that I've spoke about. And that can be, and that will be within our academic setting, within our classrooms. Then as we transition into the athletic fields, into the gyms, into the pools and the like, we build those relationships again right out there. As a science teacher, I would teach science during the day, and then in the afternoon, I became a track coach, or I become the football defensive line coach. And we get to know the whole child as the child and the families start to get to know the teachers and the coaches. And through those years, and as we develop those particular relationships, it transcends right into alumni. And that alumni still has the same feeling of belonging. And as we say to you, now that you have been accepted into Gilman, we start that process of having you become part of who we are. And you begin to see what we mean by belonging. And you will understand when we say, be Gilman. And when we say that to the students, they all know what that means, that we are one and one unit, one structure, one Gilman. So thank you. We look forward to seeing you in person pretty soon and on campus. Now I'll pass this on to our students who will give their perspective as to what Gilman means to them. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Gilman. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tucker Hebert, and I'm the student body president of this school year. And it was really just 4 years ago when I was going through this process, so I know how many of you guys are feeling. While I had an idea of what to expect, being the younger brother of two Gilman guys, it was still a big transition for me. Coming from a K-8 school, one of my favorite things about coming to Gilman was actually the size. At my old school, my class was around 35 boys, so going to a class of 120 was definitely a big change. And while it seemed a little intimidating at first, everyone was super welcoming, and I loved being surrounded by such a diverse group of people. And while I went through this process going into my freshman year as a new student, I actually had a similar experience after my sophomore year. Because of Gilman, I was fortunate enough to participate in an exchange program with a school in Cape Town, South Africa. Living in a dorm room with 8 students and experiencing life as a typical South African student is something I'll forever be grateful for, and I definitely carried many lessons with me back to the States. And although I don't really want to compare my time in Cape Town to everything that's happened this past year, these 2 experiences really show me what a special place Gilman is. Whether it's our electric sporting events like Silent Night and Storm the Pool, our incredible spring musical, which really seems like it could be on Broadway, it's that good, and even the little conversations with my friends at lunch or with teachers and upperclassmen in the halls, these interactions make Gilman the place that it is. And although we missed everything that Gilman has to offer over the past several months, the administration has worked tirelessly to make this spring as normal as possible. Now we're able to have all the seniors on campus on Wednesdays, which is so exciting to have all of us back together again. And we're also looking like we're going to have a normal spring athletic season, which I'm super, super pumped for. And not only does Gilman give you an incredible high school experience, but it prepares you for life after high school. Talking with my brothers who go to Georgetown and Yale, they both say they would not be where they are if it weren't for Gilman. And hopefully I can say the same as I head down to UVA next fall. And I could go on and on about everything that Gilman has done for me and all the amazing people I've formed relationships with, but I don't want to take up too much of your night. So with that, congrats again, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on the Harris Terrace tomorrow. And so now I'm going to pass on to Aaron Mang, who will share some of his reflections. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tucker, for those words. And once again, congratulations to you all for being accepted into Gilman. My name is Aaron Mang, and currently I'm a junior. And like you all, I went through the 8th to 9th grade admissions cycle process to the upper school. In fact, I came from a public middle school, unlike Tucker, Foley Quarter Middle School down in Howard County. And so throughout my 3 years at Gilman, I've come to appreciate these new experiences that make Gilman unique. And today I'm just going to share a couple of those with you that you may not have considered and that might get you excited as you begin to embark on these next 4 years of high school. So first is Gilman has this really nice way of bringing the whole community together while developing each person as an individual. Obviously, we're an academic institution at first, and so one way we do that is through the humanities sequence, where everyone in the entire grade kind of takes this similar course where there's no split between different levels of English or history. And by doing this, they foster this sense of community that is unique that I've not experienced before my time here, where maybe in an ordinary public high school where if you were in a GT class, you would only be exposed to the people who think the same as you, who process logically the same, and you don't get exposed to that other side of the spectrum where perhaps people consider different perspectives and think from a new point of view. And by having everyone come together, they really not only allow you to get to know a lot more people within your grade, but you just get to gain these new perspectives that develop you as a person and bring the community together. And next we have this aspect of athletics. So at Gilman, athletics are considered a co-curricular activity. And so obviously our goal is to win. That's the goal of a lot of things naturally. But besides, even if you don't win, we all know as athletes that we may not be able to do our sport for the rest of our lives. There might be injuries, you might be too old, but you always gain these lessons from athletics that are unique and may not be applied to the classroom. And so all of our coaches and athletes understand that there are lessons to be learned. And so by making this athletics a co-curricular activity, it really engages you in a new and allows you to think in a new environment that maybe you hadn't considered before. And so once again, these are just two short stories that kind of illustrate some unique aspects of Gilman that I appreciate tremendously. And if you have any more questions, I'm sure Mr. Daly and everyone else are free. And of course, us students would be willing to talk to you guys if you have any more thoughts you would like to share. Once again, congratulations. I look forward to seeing all of you on campus, and welcome to Gilman.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us tonight. My name's Owen Daly, and I'm so looking forward to welcoming your sons onto campus tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. The forecast says 57 degrees and sunny, which will make for a toasty fireside chat experience for the boys, a true warm welcome. So excited to get them in front of faculty and other students, to be able to talk all things Gilman, as well as to be able to have brief tours of the campus inside of the building. This has been a long time coming, and we're so excited to have your sons on campus for a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Of course, this is just the beginning. As always, we are here to answer any questions that you have about Gilman. We want to make sure that as you choose a school for your son, which is such an important choice, that you know full well what Gilman would provide him and how that pairing would fit for the next 4 years. Before closing, there's a couple other faculty who would love to say hello. Guys, look out for them tomorrow. See if you can pick them out in the crowd. And we really look forward to seeing you. And again, I know this is an important choice for all of you, so please reach out to our admission staff so that we can get you in front of faculty, coaches, whomever you need to see over the next couple of weeks as you make a decision for your son's future in school. We sure hope that our home, Gilman, will become your home soon as well. And we appreciate everything that you've done throughout this process. In an unusual year, your son has certainly stood out among a great pool of applicants, and we are so excited to say go Hounds and to welcome him to our family in the Gilman Upper School. So be well, get a good night's sleep, boys, right? We got a big day tomorrow, a lot of new people to meet. So again, congratulations, guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be well.
Hi, I'm Jeff Gouline, Gilman class of 2000. I'm in my 15th year teaching math here in the high school. I'm so excited to welcome you to our community. I run a transition to high school program in the summer, and I hope that a lot of you will join me and a lot of your classmates from our middle school and also new to Gilman students then. But most of all, I just want to welcome you to our community, and I look forward to meeting you soon.
Hello, new Greyhounds. My name is Beth Knapp. I teach English in the upper school, and I'm a co-director of our Finney Green Scholars Program. This is my 6th year at Gilman and my 16th year teaching overall. And I just wanted to say welcome to Gilman. I'm so excited to work with you over the next 4 years, and I look forward to meeting you tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to Gilman. My name is John Schmick, and I am a 1997 graduate of the school. I am currently serving as an English teacher and the Dean of Student Life in the upper school. And I'm really excited to get to know you. I'm excited to have you on campus and share what wonderful things we have available to you at Gilman. I will be in touch with you at some point over the summer about orientation, but until then, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Donell Thompson Jr., and I'm a math teacher in the middle school. I also direct service learning for the school, as well as the school's middle grades partnership. But most importantly, I'm the parent of a member of the class of 2025 and an alumnus class of 1991. This is my 26th year as a teacher and my 19th year at Gilman. I'd like to welcome you to your school, Gilman, and let you know that I'm so excited to have the opportunity to work with your son in the fall. Thank you so much for considering Gilman and choosing Gilman.
Hi all, welcome to Gilman. Congratulations. My name is Karl Connolly. I've been at Gilman for 21 years and I serve as chair of the Upper School Art Department. Really looking forward to meeting you all in the fall. Till then, take care.
Hey guys, congratulations and welcome. I'm Russell Wren, I'm the co-athletic director. I also teach English, senior electives in the upper school, coach varsity baseball, and help with the middle school football and basketball programs. Really excited to get started with you guys. Congratulations, looking forward to seeing you soon.